Aidan Hutchinson, where he ranks not only in the NFL, among the rookie class, how he's done so far this season. And what I'm here to tell you is, when you drafted him, when he was selected number 2 overall, the expectation, the responsibility that comes with being the number 2 overall pick. Through the first game of the year, it looked as if, oh no, it's not looking all that great. What is he going to do? And then it was Washington, 3 sacks, huge first half. Then it was a few weeks of struggling. And then it got even better and better and better. And now in the last 5 weeks, he's posted a 65 grade or higher in 3 of the last 5 games on defense, 2 of which were above 78, which is, by the way, top 25 among edge rushers in that span. And where things get really interesting with Aidan Hutchinson is he's been a menace. And I would say Chicago was his best, not only his best game of the year, but his most impactful game. You gave him credit at the goal line against Aaron Rodgers, right? You saw what he did against Green Bay. He had the interception. You saw him back off his rush and understand that Bakhtiari was running behind him. There's nothing he can do to get to Rodgers now. It's time to back up and just kind of be a body in the way. Aaron Rodgers threw a bad ball. Interception, Aidan Hutchinson, big play, turned the game around, yada, yada, yada. But 5 stops in that game for Aidan Hutchinson. 5.
Huge.
Along with a sack. And not only a sack, that came in the first quarter, so the box score looks nice.
He made a play.
He made a play. Chicago is why the F you drafted him. Game on the line. Opposing team has the ball. You have the lead. How do you stop a team from moving the ball downfield? Get after the quarterback. Aidan Hutchinson, what'd he do, Jeff? Got after the quarterback.
What I asked him to do last week, make a play down the stretch. And he did. He literally did that.
He made the play against Rodgers.
Yeah.
And then a sack in a 2-minute drill against the Bears. That is drafting the cocaine, right? That is drafting a premier edge rusher, who, by the way, leads all rookies in sacks, in case some of you might have forgotten. Maybe you didn't know, but Aidan Hutchinson does lead all rookies in sacks. That is a fact, and he ranks among the league. He's up there, man. At 5.5 sacks, he's tied for 23rd. Rookie year. He's tied among the names of Rashawn Gary, J.J. Watt, DeForest Buckner, Jeffrey Simmons, Aaron Donald. That's who he is part of. Guys he has more sacks than: Devin White, Gregory Rousseau, Jonathan Allen, Carl Lawson, Trey Hendrickson, Montez Sweat. That's who he has more sacks than.
You're starting to see that high floor, that immediate impact. Aidan was that type of prospect.
And this is why you draft him.
Right.
It's that simple. There is no cutting around it. There's no avoiding the conversation. That is why you drafted Aidan Hutchinson. To be your premier edge rusher for the next decade. Right. To be the guy you rely on 3rd and long. The guy you rely on in 2-minute warnings when you have the lead, but the opposing team has the ball. And all they need to do is drive 40, 50 yards downfield to win the game. No. We have our guy. The Rams lose the Super Bowl if Aaron Donald doesn't make the play he made at the end of the game. Because if he doesn't get there a second sooner, or a second later,
Jamar Chase wide open.
Jamar Chase is 40 yards downfield wide open for the game-winning touchdown. He got after Joe Burrow. He couldn't get the ball off. That is how you win games in the NFL. The formula is so simple. Who's got the best record in the NFL right now? The Eagles? Do they got a pass rush? Do they got weapons?
They check every box.
Do they got an offensive line?
Yeah.
Do they got a quarterback? Cool. What about the Bills? Do they have a pass rush? Gregory Rousseau, Von Miller? I would say yes.
They do.
Stephon Diggs? Yep. An offensive line? Yep. A quarterback? Yep. Go to the, let's see, Kansas City. Quarterback? Yep. Offensive line? Yep.
Pass rush? Yep.
Pass rush? Yep.
Chris Jones is a menace.
Wide receivers? It's Andy Reid. They're finding ways.
Yeah.
God bless them. They're special. I would count Travis Kelce as that premier wide receiver.
Yeah.
Go back to the NFC. Hell, the Minnesota Vikings. Offensive line? Check. Quarterback? I would say check. 33 touchdowns and 6 interceptions last year? He's having an excellent year this year. can't knock Kirk Cousins. You just can't. Check. I'm not saying he's elite, but he's playing very well. Check the box there. Pass rush. Do they got it? Yeah. Oh, Daniil Hunter? Yep. Zadarius Smith? Yep. Oh, they got a pass rush. Oh, wait, who's their wide receiver? Oh, wait, Justin Jefferson. Yep. What do you know? Trend in the NFL. Let's go to the Niners. We think the Niners are going to contend, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Debo? Yep. Offensive line? Yep. Nick Bosa? Yep. Jimmy G? Yep. Not elite, but he's playing very well. Okay, let's go to Miami. Tua? Yep. Upgraded offensive line? Yep. Bradley Chubb? Yep. Wide receivers? Wide receivers. Who are the wide receivers in Miami? Oh, Tyreek and Jalen Waddle? Yep.
You sound like E40.
Nope.
But you're right. You're absolutely right.
See where this is going?
Yeah.
So when we talk about building a foundation for the Lions football team for years to come, where you can contend and win your division and win playoff games, it starts with draft picks like this.
Right.
And that's why we that's why we touched on Jameson Williams earlier. Two of the most important positions your GM addressed in the first round this year. Aidan Hutchinson's on the field delivering. Jameson Williams expected to be back soon, and hopefully he delivers. And again, can we please separate, at least from my perspective, I like to believe I do a good job of separating my talent evaluation, right? My front office, what they're doing, compared to what my coaching is doing. And I use this example all the time. Les Snead was a losing GM with the Rams before he hired Sean McVay. Dimitrov, I forget his name, the Atlanta Falcons GM was a losing GM before he hired Dan Quinn. So remember this. Please, all of you. The Green Bay Packers had multiple losing seasons prior to hiring Matt LaFleur.
They're just buying the groceries.
The Niners sucked prior to hiring Kyle Shanahan. Let's remember this. And this is not about Dan Campbell. I'm not saying anything about Dan right now. I'm just trying to put things into perspective for you to understand where I come from.
Right.
I am going to give you all the credit in the world when you show me playmakers the way you have. When you show me upgraded talent. When you show me drafts that make sense to me. I'm on board. It's got to be done on the field now. And right now they're 3-6. They started 1-6. It was a much more difficult conversation to have 2 weeks ago. Now it's a much better conversation to have. It's not perfect. It's not ideal. It's not really good. It's not even good. It's still below average. But it's better than what it was before right now. And I don't want to rain on that.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are, 5.5 sacks.
And
he's delivered so far.
And it's not a coincidence that as he's played better, you're getting guys back. Pascal came back against the Dallas Cowboys. He had a good game. You follow that up. Now you get Kaminsky back. You get Charles Harris back. Romeo Cora is supposed to practice this week. So, again, the more help he gets around him on that defensive line, he's only going to get better. So it's definitely an exciting thing. You've seen him take strides. His best game against Washington, where he had 3 sacks in the half. John Kaminsky was playing well that game. So it's not all Aidan. You need more talent on that defensive line, and that's why I'm so excited for Romeo to come back, to see his impact, because I think Aidan's just going to take off and play even better down the stretch. He's going to be in that Defensive Rookie of the Year conversation, no question. He is in it right now. I think Sauce is still number 1, but Aidan's in there. He's lurking.
I'm with it 100%, and he will only get better. He is a rookie. If he finishes the year with 8.5 sacks, that is an impressive rookie campaign. If
you watch the Bears game or even the game before that, the Packers game, you're seeing things he picks up on that he didn't have before.
Yes, he's not.
That's the growth.
Kabinda, looking like Kabinda, sitting there in their film room or on the field like this, like steroid out. Like no, he's thinking now, and that's very good for him.
Yeah,
and they're standing up, and he's much better. And on top of it, Jeff, if we're gonna be honest here, he is the Rookie of the Year frontrunner. If it isn't for a corner out in New York who has given up a total of 7 yards in man coverage. By the way, all of you, please listen to that number again. A rookie corner giving up 7 total yards in man coverage this year.
He's bad man. That's a bad man.
Talk to me about drafting a corner in the top 5. That's what I expect.
That's what you want.
Has Jeff Okudah played a lot better this year? He absolutely has. Credit to him.
But Sauce is a different animal.
But please stop adding me about this amazing corner. It's not amazing. It's just good. I don't expect good out of a top 3 pick. If Aidan just got 4 sacks this year, 6 sacks, and then next year 7, and then the following year 6, and then the following year 5, it's good.
But not
That's
number 2
top
overall
3
pick. Yeah,
that's
right.
not a top 3 pick for me. I'm expecting you to dominate the league. I'm expecting you to be 13, 14 sacks by year 3. I'm expecting you to be a game wrecker.